Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to add some basic textures to an object in Arma and give it a material file. It will contain a normal map, specular map, and an ambient shadows map. So okay, let's get started. Shift A, create a new cube. Let me take one of the sides here and give it some actual indentation to show you what effects the ambient shadows map has. So let me just delete this face here. Faces. Go into edge select, hold Alt, E to extrude. I'm just going to scale it in like this, and E to extrude once more on the X-axis, and hit F to close it. I'll just use a smart unwrap for this. I'll see here, select the whole thing. Smart UV project. I usually give the islands some margin so they don't bleed into each other. So 0.02, I guess is fine. Open up a new window here. Go into the UV image editor. And now, yeah, this is what the UV map looks like now. So first off, I'll just make I'll bake the ambient shadows map in Blender. So let's create a new texture here. Resolution of 512 by 512, that's fine. Go into this, yeah, we are here in this tab here. To bake. Let's see here. 2 pixels on the margin, so it will only bleed a little bit outside the boundaries. Let's see here, ambient occlusion, and hit bake. Yeah, you see this bake has quite low resolution, so you can increase that by going on to the samples here, but it will take much longer to bake. But this is fine for now. If we go into the texture viewer, hit C, go to the texture, you will see ambient shadows are, it's putting fake shadows in areas that should be darker than the rest. So yeah, I'll just take this texture I just baked here, I'll save the image, save as image. I created a new folder on my P drive called My Box, and this will be my work folder. I usually put my textures inside the data folder here. You can see I already made the textures for it. Now I'm going to save the ambient shadows map I just made in here. Yeah. Ambient shadows map should always end with the underscore AS. The textures itself should end with the CO, and it can also be a CA like this, but that's usually when you have some transparency in it. So let's keep it like this. Let's make the normal maps. This is not really a tutorial for making normal maps. There are tons of tools for that, and I don't really recommend you use GIMP for this purpose. There are like ZBrush and Substance Painter are much better tools, but I am just going to use GIMP for this example. Let me do really quickly here. I'll just export the UV map here so I know where I draw. So into edit mode, UVs, export UV layout. Save this and import this here. Sorry if I'm doing this quickly. Yeah. So On a normal map, the default color should be like center. If I put this gray color in there, this will be the flat surface on the normal map, and the darker areas would be will have depth or indentations, and the whiter areas should stick out. So yeah, I'll just fill the background color. Yeah, that color, and I'm going to draw some very simple shapes on it. First, the areas that should stick out. Here. Wrong brush. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. And I'll just make some other details here. And I can make these faces here like indented instead. It's fine. Maybe that centerpiece can be something like that. I think that's okay. I'll just remove the UV for now. And in GIMP, to make a normal map, you should have installed the normal map plugin. Here, just give the scale to how much it will be extended and indented here. It's fine. Save it in my box folder. It should be called. I'll give them a neutral name. Box NOHQ. A normal map. And actually, the Ambient Shadows map should also be a neutral name, like that. And now let me create the specular map. And here, the dark areas of the texture will be completely. If you give it a completely black color, it will be completely matte, and if you give it white color, it will be completely shiny. So let's give it some little darker gray basic color, maybe. Like so. And I'm just going to use another brush here, maybe this. And I'm going to use a brighter color to make it. The white areas I'm drawing now will look shiny in Arma. So this is fine. Yeah, just going to delete the normal map from my GIMP project because I already made that. Yeah. I'm going to delete the UV too, because in order to make the specular maps in GIMP, it should be you need some other layers here. Image mode grayscale needs to be in grayscale here in order to compose the colors. So I'll just duplicate this now. Image, colors invert, and then I'll make a new completely white layer. And I'm going to compose these three into a specular map for Arma. First, the indented image, then the normal image, and then the completely white image. And it will look something like this. And just and it should be named SMDI. Another thing to remember is that the texture resolution on these should be like a default standard texture sizes. Like they need to be like these. Oh, sorry. It cannot be. You cannot have a texture that's like 1,000 times 1,000, because it will give you some weird colors in Arma. So yeah. And in your Arma tools, you have a tool for mass renaming this, or converting this, I mean, to PAA files. Going to image to PAA. Find your folder. It's called My Box. No valid file. Oh. Oh yeah, sorry. Open it, go into the data folder, like that. And process files. There I have all my Arma files now. So I'll open this RV mat here. I'll put these in the description. But I don't know too much about RV mats myself, to be honest. I messed a little bit around with the emissive and specular values here, but I usually just find something that looks nice from vanilla Arma. So like this RV map here is from the Slammer tank, I think. So I just copied it, placed it here, and put the paths to your different textures in here. So on the stage 1, I put my normal map. So I'll just copy the file path for the normal. And remember, don't include the P here. Everything except the P. So it should be like this. And stage 4, I'll put Ambient Shadows map or specular map. Hold on. Ambient on stage 4, right? Like that, and like that. Save it, close it, and now let's just copy the name and path for this materials file, and also again without the P. This is all you need. And inside the Blender, you should now tick this box here, because this is now an Arma object, like that. And go over to your materials tab. Click new, and on the bottom you can place the path to your materials file right here, like so. And you should also give it a default texture. I'll give the default one the green texture, like this. And now with everything selected, I'll just hit assign, and now I'm assigning this texture and this material to this object here. So right now I can export this to a P3D file, locate my box folder, I'll just place it straight here, call it box, and open your Arma tools, object builder, open the box, and look at it in Bulldozer. Yeah, I guess. You can see how the light reacts to the bumps and indentations. and these white areas should be more shiny than the rest. Yeah. You know what? I think I'll make the surface more matte maybe. Well, let's wait till I get it in game and let's see how it looks. Going to the box folder again. And of course you need a config. Create a new file. Config.cpp. Open it in your favorite editing here. I'm using Sublime Text, but Notepad++ is just fine. Just copy from one of my other configs. You need CFG patches in your mod. Just call this my box. Should be, this is the name of your add-on. Don't really need any required add-ons for this particular thing. I'm not inheriting from other classes and stuff. But hell, I'll just leave this in here now for now. Not important really. This should be the names of the classes I'm making that you will see in Eden. So let's just delete all these and delete the weapons for it, because we won't have any weapons for this box object. Just calling it my box red, my box blue, my box green. And then you need your CFG vehicles class. Oh, sorry, class CFG vehicles. And let's just inherit from the thing class. This is just a thing, basically. Capital T. I'll also include this file here in the description. This is the config dump from vanilla Arma. So in here you'll find all the classes you need to that you can inherit from. So let's call our yeah, I have my names already. Since I had the green one as the default one, I'll put it in first. So remember the comma on the end. My box green should inherit from thing like that. Remember semicolon. And the display name for it in Eden should be, yeah, my box green. Greens. The model should be also the path to the box without the P again. You don't need the file extension here, but I don't think it matters if you have it. And you need, in order to make different texture variations here, you need hidden selections. Typing this correctly, let me check real quick in here. Hidden selections, yeah. This is like the usual name for this selection, the texture. Usually named camo because it's for vehicles and stuff. But yeah, I'll just copy these two lines here. The this is where you set the texture for the different variations. Now, since I already put a green texture on the default one, I don't really need to set this in this class. I only need to set it where I'm changing it to another texture. So here, let me show you what I mean. I'll make the other class my box red. I'm inheriting from this box. And yeah, it has the same model. It's only changing the name. And the texture. So this is where I put the path to the red version of it. So path to the red texture is this. And we'll make our blue one. Blue. Now, this selection here, or this section, it's called camo. We didn't make that yet. You have to set that in your model CFG. So let me create a new file here. I'm just going to copy some stuff from another model CFG. Place it where in the same folder where you have your P3D model. It should be called model.cfg. Everything I don't need here. I don't even think I need a skeleton. I won't be adding any animations. Yeah. Don't even think I need the skeleton class, actually. CFG, inside your CFG models, you should have sections. This is where you define the name selection you had in Blender. So I'll just copy these 3 lines in here. I'm not inheriting anything, and the section is named, just call it camo. No skeleton. I think this is enough. Let's see. So inside Blender again, in your select your whole object, go into vertex groups here, create a new vertex group, call it camo, and assign, like that. Yeah. Export it once again, overwrite it. Always need to open it in Object Builder again and save it. Let's see, am I forgetting something here? I think this should be enough. Let's see. Open your tools, add-on builder, and put your work folder in the source directory. And let's make this as a new add-on. Call it my box and create an add-ons folder in there. It is add-ons, right? This is the path to where I'm packing it. packing. Yeah, here it is. Let's start up Arma. And check my other mods. Local mod, my box, like that. Disable the startup mission file I already have. Let's see how it looks in game. What in the hell did I forget? Why can't I find it in here? Oh yeah. I think I forgot to change the scope. Yeah, let me close Arma again. If I find this base class here, class thing, it has should have scope variable somewhere. It doesn't, but I think this thing here is already inheriting from this, and this has scope 1. It should have scope 2 to be able to be accessible from Eden. I think this should do it. Oh, I forgot display name on my green one. Huh. Yeah, let's just see if I can find my other two. Yeah, there they are. Oh, something is wrong here. The hidden selections don't seem to work. They are both the same. Oh yeah. This here is completely wrong. Sorry about that. It's a little late here. Inside CFG models class, you need the class for your object, and it should have the exact same name as your model, as your P3D. So it's just called box. So this class should also be named box, like this, and put this here inside, like that. Now, let's give it a third try here. My box. Yeah, here we go. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah. You're probably wondering why this is completely invisible now, the green one. Um, let me quit and show you. It is because I added a hidden selection without adding hidden selection textures. I I thought that since I already applied the green texture to it in Blender, it had the green texture, and it would have had that if I didn't add this. But now I'm just setting it to hidden, so I need to set it once again like this. Yeah. Last time. Yeah. Here you see the effect of the ambient shadows. And, see how the light affects the indentations and yeah, here you can see how the light hits the thing that pokes out. Yeah, and these go in, you see. I didn't quite get the effect I was hoping for the specular maps. It's kind of hard to notice the shininess. You see it a little bit here. There is shine. Can, yeah. Anyway, you should probably spend more time on your textures than I did, but that's the way you do this. So, okay, bye for now.